Welcome to your genuine info source, Hindu Infopedia. India's 18th century was a collision of three worlds: the fading Islamic empires, the rising Hindu resistance of the Marathas, and the corporate colonialism of the East India Company. This story isn't just about stronger armies, it's about sharper minds. The sword, the faith, and the ledger. These instruments shaped Bharat's destiny for centuries. Islamic conquest ruled India for centuries through force and dominance. Temples were replaced by mosques, and Sanskrit learning diminished. Non-Muslims lived under the weight of jizya and subordination. But beneath that surface, resistance simmered, finding its voice in Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji changed the grammar of war. He didn't match armies in size. He outsmarted them. His guerrilla warfare turned the Western Ghats into fortresses of freedom. Every hill and pass became a battlefield that mocked the Mughal Empire. Beyond the battlefield, Shivaji built a vision of Hindu political renaissance. He restored Sanskrit, revived Hindu ceremonies, and showed that indigenous rule could be just and prosperous. He treated women with respect, recruited by merit, and allowed Muslims to serve without fear. Under him, Bharat remembered that strength could be righteous. But destiny took a tragic turn at Panipat in 1761. 100,000 soldiers clashed, and with the fall of the Maratha army, India's last chance for unity fell too. In a single day, the finest commanders and warriors were lost. The Maratha Confederacy fragmented into rival powers, each guarding territory, not civilization. And waiting in the wings was the East India Company, a trader turned conqueror, armed with contracts. The British learned that India could not be conquered by force, but by division. They called themselves neutral arbiters, protectors of the weak and friends of the betrayed. Through clever treaties, Indian rulers paid for the troops that would enslave them. Each signature on a treaty became a silent surrender. The Treaty of Allahabad in 1765 marked the real turning point. The company gained the right to collect Bengal's revenues. For the first time, an empire was conquered, not on the battlefield, but on paper. By the dawn of the 19th century, the Mughal throne was a shell. The Marathas were divided, and the company ruled through balance sheets and bayonets. The Islamic sword conquered but never integrated. The Maratha resistance liberated but never unified. The British ledger conquered them both, through patience, deception, and law. The fall of India was not a failure of courage. It was a failure of unity. Bharat was strong in faith, rich in resources, and wise in governance, but divided in purpose. The company won because it was united in greed, while its opponents were divided by ambition. From the sword to the ledger, the lesson endures. Strategy defeats strength when strength stands divided. Only unity, cultural, spiritual, and civilizational, can reclaim what was lost to strategy centuries ago. To know more, visit hinduinfopedia.org. Do like the video and subscribe to the channel for updates.